Let's see how this goes. Continue. Hey guys, my microphone's slipping again. Hold on. There we go. I need to sort of this stand a bit. I just need to do a bit of cleaning around here. Hold on. There we go. I think that's good. It's a bit of dust. Hello everyone. I'm Phoenix and welcome to what I hope is going to be a reasonable stream, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't streamed for a while, and I probably should have done. Anyway, so this game is called 2 Point Hospital. The idea being is that you get a plot and then you use your skills to grow your hospitals out. Now, I've basically been sort of speed running through these hospitals a bit, and I'm probably going to go back to the first one for a moment. Let's continue that. So, things to note about this game. So, when I was just a young egg, Theme Hospital was a thing, and so this is basically Theme Hospital but done up a bit and released under Sega rather than EA, because EA can't make games anymore. It's a sort of a cynical look at private healthcare, and yeah. So let's continue from whence we left off. I'm just trying to remember what happened here. Probably not much. I can't expand out in any way. So this game's been getting a little bit of controversy. It's all a little bit ridiculous, really. The game has de novo, and most people who have de novo products don't realise they've got de novo products because it just does things in the background and nobody really cares. Unfortunately, you know what it's like. A game gets released de novo and you get 15 million threads pop up on the forums complaining that it's got de novo until maybe a week later, at which point the forums will eventually calm down. I always think it's a little bit ridiculous, people complaining about de novo, considering that the alternatives are far worse. Simply put. Right, let's see what we've got to do. Right, so we've got to earn 200,000, which we should be able to do fine. And we've got to get our hospital level up to 6. Can I? I can. I've unlocked a load of rooms from other things, so let's build a research with a research thingamabob. I think that's all I can do in there, though I will just add some radiators, some plants to make it look nice, and all of this stuff is increasing the prestige of this room, and that all helps hospital level and the like. Reputation is how good you are, basically. Yeah, and then prestige. Then your hospital level is based on the size of your hospital, the size of your rooms, and how detailed they are, etc. Now, I don't have I need a doctor with the research qualification. You can get people with qualifications off the bat, but not always, so let's retire him. I need a training room, which I suspect means I'm going to have to shrink probably this room. We can do that. Let's just knock this room down a bit. Move that over there, and I might just give them a plant and maybe some posters just to knock up the prestige of the room a little, and a fire extinguisher just in case. There we go. Right, rooms, go down to training, and we can just stick the training room in there with some desks. Now the training area is basically where we get all those skills from, and you can either let's get a bookcase in a filing cabinet. A plant, because plants are nice. I'm just trying to build up the room's prestige a little, but I think that should be alright. There you go. And then if we click on this thing, we can basically say, hey, I want somebody with the research perk. I'll have to bring in a guest trainer because I don't have anybody already with the research perk. And I'll give it to that student doctor. So that will now just sort of happen. I mean, I could do with shrinking that room down a bit. Actually, I could do with upgrading that machine because I've got that done. And here's all the things that we can upgrade and add in and all that sort of thing. So let's do research. And I think I can also upgrade that one, so we'll do that as well while we're at it. So as you can see, it is all very much theme hospital. Not sure this is going to work today at all, considering I'm getting buffering on my end. Yeah, it's all it's working. It might be a little bit video output might be a bit low, but we'll see. Anyway, this probably will not be a long stream. It was more of just a, hey, this is the thing, you should buy this thing. At the moment you can get it, I think it's 10% off on Steam, and it's about 30% off on some other random site, which is a Steam key. I got it for the 10% off because it's through Steam and they've got control over that pricing. The developers have said that they have no control over pricing outside of Steam. So, you know, please don't go onto the forums and start moaning about how some site does it for less than Steam, because the developers have no control over that pricing. Let's add a few more benches, somewhere for them to sit. If people die in your hospital, you do get ghosts. That's bad. Well, they tend to sort of float around and scare people and ooze everywhere. It's not pleasant. So just something to sort of watch out for. It's a shame I can't expand out, but this is basically the training mission. So I'll just leave it on sped up. And yeah, I can train her up. The intern janitor. Let's give her motivation. Bring in a trainer to do that. Do that. I've got plenty of money, so it's fine. Ooh, yeah, do that. Be a little bit tricky because I don't have a huge ward, but it should be alright. Let's just add a few more benches outside. Add a snack machine and a drinks machine. Clown posters, because clown posters are awesome. Some more benches. There we go. This thing up here is the queue size. So I've got 9 people waiting to use the ward, which is quite high. I've got this huge GP's office actually. Really, the GP's office needs to be there, and the ward needs to be over here and bigger. I could... Right, okay, I'm going to sell this one. I'm going to edit this room and move it. And I rotate it. Okay, I can't rotate it. Okay, that's fine, we can work with this. Okay, so we do that. We move our door up this side. Somewhere. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh god. let's add to it first. And then we need a door. And we need more beds. Because that was the purpose of doing it like this. Just trying to get a good way around. Oh god, that isn't filled in. There you go. So let's put a screen behind here. And then we can get our beds in. The rotate is a bit annoying. Kind of got to hold and drag, which doesn't come that naturally, but anyway. We can also just throw in some lockers and the like, just to prestige it up a bit. It's all about prestige. Okay, what's wrong? It's also not very good at telling you what's actually wrong with the, I think it might be this, hold on. How I did the beds. I think I can. I think you need to have a bit of space in between them. You need a lot of space in between them, evidently. Be able to get another one in there. Oh well, that would be fine. 5 beds. It's better than the 2 that we had before. And then over here I can put in another GP's office. Didn't quite need to do that there. Desk, filing cabinet, and poster. 2, plant. Excellent. Got a bit more space now. With a nice big ward, which is kind of what we want. Though this is a bit of wasted space here, where we've got a drug mixer 2 in this huge room. Actually, this room could be a bit smaller, but yeah, that's right. Right, so that's doing that. Let's just increase the prestige of this room a bit. Also, let's just no, let's not make it smaller, but let's just increase the prestige of the room. Some plants, some clown posters, because everyone likes clowns. And that just bumps up the prestige of that room a bit. That one's fine, that one's not. That could be made better. Some nice posters. Plant. Fire extinguisher. Windows. Just some windows pointing outwards. So that's just sort of bumping it up each time, which is good. Oh, no I do not. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Where else? I mean, the staff room could do with a bit of work as well. On the basis that we can have some armchairs. More plants. More posters. A bin. Outside, outdoor, yeah, some, I don't think that will work actually. Oh, it might work. Let's give it a go. Okay. So that's, oh, actually, just need to, get our room's prestige up a bit more, and we'll be done. So let's. Out the front. Sort of going around making some changes here and there, adding just more stuff. I mean, this is a very empty room here. Let's make this one look nicer. Yeah. I guess it's just going to be a case of doing some detailing here as well now. Okay, that's it all looking very green. Add a couple of leaflet stands. Yeah, excellent. Now we have a 2-star hospital, and we get some unlocks as well from doing that. I am going to go to another hospital. Quick map. Let's go up to one where there's a little bit more to do, and we'll restart this one. So you can see sort of the other side of these hospitals. So the first one is very easy, and they get progressively harder as things go on. Now to 1-star everything, I don't know, there's probably apparently there's meant to be about 3 hours gameplay if you're just 1-starring everything. If you're actually playing the game, then chances are it's going to take you an awful lot longer to do things. Right, let's start off with building the reception area. Yeah, that would look good. So we just need a couple of that and a mini filing cabinet, and because I like to have, you know, reasonable prestige in my rooms, that'd be fine. And then we hire our assistant, who's good with customer service apparently. Let's just put a couple of machines for when people are waiting. And a bin. Just gonna make sure that the lobby area looks reasonable. We can put up a poster as well. Right, so next thing we're going to need is GP's office. These are really, really important because this is going to be the first port of call for any of your walking cash machines, basically. Which is what I affectionately call the patients. And then we need to hire a doctor, like so. Also going to put in a second GP's office. I'm not going to need it right now, but I will need one later on. So I'll just have a basic doctor's office there. Also going to need a pharmacy, just a little pharmacy, because people are going to come in, and the most basic thing that they can have is going to be something that's going to require the pharmacy. And we can just stick some benches outside here. And maybe a bin. A plant. Next up, we need general diagnosis is probably a good idea. And a cardiology? Yeah, that fits in quite nicely. We're going to need a nurse. Well, for some of these things you will need nurses for. We're also going to just hire a janitor who's got the ghost capture perk right now. So, yeah, that's fine. Now, we probably should just fill in these rooms here with things that are going to be needed later on. So, psychiatry. Let's do that. Let's just give them a filing cabinet as well. And I wonder if I could get a toilet block in that gap. No, I can't. Well, I could do it like coming out of here, and I will indeed do that. Hand dryer, sink. And should also just put in a staff room now while we're at it. Just a small staff room, be fine. Just somewhere for them to go when they need some rest. Okay. What other rooms do we need? We do need a ward, and we do need a let's put that down there. Can I actually have non-square rooms? That's a good question. I can. I'm going to have a non-square room. Yeah, we'll make it. Wards need to be big. That's the generally. Yeah, a big ward because you're going to need an awful lot of beds. A nurse's station and a screen in the back. Somehow. There we go. And then you just fill it with beds. There are some conditions in the game where, well, you just need to have beds. So we're just going to go along there like that. Can't put it there because the door's in the way, but yeah, that would be alright. And I will hire a nurse for that. Ward management, yeah. Okay, yeah, there's an awful lot of rooms to build. I could probably do with a training and a research, possibly, in this room, in this area. Let's see what kind of, you can generally tell what people have by looking at them. So he's going to have psychiatry issues, I suspect. Let's get that guy. Oh, girl. Okay. I just need to get someone with animal magnetism. I don't have. You can tell when somebody's got animal magnetism, for example, because they've got critters stuck all over them. Somebody who needs to go into a chromographic thingy-majig, they'll be sort of grey in colour. Actually, my area is really cold, isn't it? Yeah, let's just get some radiators in. Obviously, radiators radiate heat, and so your patients don't get cold. And I've just killed my first patient. Yay! That's that guy there. He is about to turn into a ghost. Now, ghosts are going to cause me a little bit of trouble, but I'll worry about that in a moment. Once we're nice and warm, which we are now, nice and warm. Excellent. Now, if I can get a staff member with the mechanics skill, which is that one, I can then upgrade this drug mixer to drug mixer 2, and that will increase, I think, the effectiveness of the drugs. So yeah, she's just going to beat that to death with a wrench. Oh yes, we don't have a psychiatrist. We're going to have to train one. Okay, fair enough. So rooms, training.